Fourth grade, I hope that you are excited to start on your outer space drawing today. So I have a black piece of paper. I have the chalk pastels, of course, right here. I have a white colored pencil for drawing with, some Q-tips, and a paper towel. So we will get to the chalk pastels soon. What we want to start off by doing is drawing our outer spacing on here. You can use your sketch for reference if you would like to. Since we are drawing on black paper, some of you might find it helpful to draw with a white colored pencil. You are more than welcome to do that. I'm going to do that on here so that way you can see my lines and shapes more easily. But you can also use a regular drawing pencil if you would like to. Keep in mind when you are drawing, you need to have at least one example of different sizes, one example of overlapping, and at least one example of different placements at the top and at the bottom. As our goal is to show a sense of space, we need to make sure that we are including all of those things. So I'm going to go ahead and draw mine with the white colored pencil and check back in with you in just a moment. All right, everyone, so I have finished drawing in with the white colored pencil. You might notice not all of my lines are super neat, and that's okay because we're going to be covering this up with chalk pastel, so it's not a big deal. You just want everything to be roughly where you want it. So I'm gonna set that white colored pencil off to the side and I'm going to pull my supplies forward. So we did some practice with the different chalk pastel techniques, the different ways that you can use them. So you want to keep that in mind as you are working. You can have some fun with blending the different colors together. You can have some fun with using, a Q-tip to blend, or a paper towel to blend, or even very gently your finger to blend. Things that I want you to keep in mind. We talked about the chalk pastels are messy. It's going to get on your fingers. So make sure that you are being careful when you touch your project. If you want to be extra careful, you can always take a piece of paper towel and you can wrap it around your chalk pastel when you are drawing so that you can keep your fingers clean and we don't get fingerprints all over the place. Don't feel like you have to. Sometimes we're just super careful and that's great, but this is a good option for some of us if we struggle with keeping things neat. So, you do not need to color the background in. I'm going to start on my planets today. Things like the Milky Way that I have running through here and the stars we'll talk about next time. So that way we can finish up and add our details. I'm gonna go ahead and get started adding some color to mine, and I can't wait to see how you add in color to yours. All right, fourth grade, before I let you go for today, I want to tell you two important things that you should keep in mind while you're working. First, while I was working, I picked up pastels with one hand and I did not pick up the pastels with one hand. What that means is that I always had a hand that was clean to move and rotate my paper. If you need to smudge out a pastel, set the pastel down and then use it with the hand that you were using to pick it up. So that's the first important thing. The second important thing is that when you're done, you are probably going to have some of this dust that appears from the chalk pastels. That's normal. And remember, you do not want to take a deep breath and blow the dust all the way across the table. That is not safe for the other people who are at your table. What you can do is pick up your paper and very carefully, very gently, just give it a little shake over the garbage can that's at your table. I'm going to do that really quick because I think it's important to keep in mind sometimes it will create a little bit of dust as it falls. We will talk about that next week. That's going to happen. That's pretty normal. I'm gonna stop here for today and we will finish up with these and our details next week.